Hey there, it's Elizabeth from the Ponderosa Kitchen, and today I'm going to be whipping up a homemade yellow, from scratch, not a box, yellow cake mix. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cake pans ready. And so what I have here is our silicone brush, and I have some Crisco, and I'm just brushing it around. As you can see, I've already done it in this one here. And then I'm going to take the flour sugar shaker that has flour in it, and I'm going to flour my pan. So just add the flour around like that, and then I'm just going to kind of tap it around to make sure I've got it coated everywhere, and then get rid of that excess. Even though they're non-stick pans, you want to do this because non-stick doesn't mean that they're not gonna stick. So you want to take care of that before you put your delicious cake in there, and then you got to chisel it out. So first up, get your cake pans ready. Next you'll see my yummy yellow cake. Stay tuned. Okay, Elizabeth here, still back at the Ponderosa Kitchen, whipping up a homemade from scratch yellow cake mix. And so what I've done here is I've creamed 2 sticks of butter with 2 cups of sugar. I've added 3 egg yolks and 3 teaspoons of vanilla. And now we're going to add in our flour, which I'm using cake flour, 2 cups of cake flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a little bit of, about a teaspoon of salt, and then 1 cup of buttermilk. Now these 2 guys that you see right here, they're a must-have if you're a baker in the kitchen. The silicone prep bowls and the easy read measure cups. So what I love about the silicone prep bowls is the fact that they're squeezy and squishy, so I can tap it in just like that without having to worry about getting a flour bath. So I'm going to alternate half of my flour. Really hard to videotape and do this, just want you to know that. And then half of my buttermilk. I'm gonna let that mix up. And then we're gonna alternate, add the rest of the flour mixture, and then the rest of the buttermilk. And then once it's all incorporated, I have already, whipped up 3 egg whites so they're nice and foamy, and then I'm going to fold those in to the cake mix, and from there I'm going to add them to my already prepared pans. Next up, yummy yellow cake goodness. Stay tuned. Oh my goodness, the cake is out of the oven and the Ponderosa Kitchen is smelling delish. Check out that gorgeous cake, and it did not come from a box. And so that's one layer there that's cooling, and then I've already transferred one over to my shimmering glass platter, and you can see that I've topped it with buttercream. And there's nothing old Tater likes better than some good old buttercream frosting. So you gotta make sure you have a good thick layer. Now I'm gonna get ready and top it with its top piece of cake, and then I'll frost it. And then I'll show you how it looks. Stay tuned. So one of my favorite tips is that when I'm icing a cake, you don't have to be all particular about making it all smooth and pretty. Just ice the cake, get the icing on it, and then let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes till the icing starts to get kind of crusty. And then take a paper towel, lay it across the top, and just kind of rub back and forth. It will start to smooth out some of the creases that you might have, and then it gives you this really cool pattern on your cake, and people are like, how did you do that? And you go, I can't tell you, it's top secret. So now it's all decorated. I've piped around a little shell border. But one of the things I wanted to share with you is that if you're brand new to trying to decorate a cake, the Pampered Chef's Easy Accent Decorator is the perfect thing for you to try because it allows you to stop piping your shells when you stop pressing on that little tab thing. When you're using a bag like this, like I do, because I like to dabble in cake decorating, if you don't stop squeezing, the frosting doesn't stop coming. So the Pampered Chef's Easy Accent Decorator makes cake decorating 101 easy for beginners. So for Tater's employees, I always whip up a birthday cake for him straight from the Ponderosa Kitchen. And Dan was on a cruise for his birthday, so his cake's a little belated. But he said, you know, I'm just kind of a simple guy, so a yellow cake and buttercream frosting, and that's what I whipped up for you today, Dan, and for everybody who's watching. Just remember, if there's some Pampered Chef tools that I used today that you're interested in, the glass shimmering platter, the Easy Accent Decorator, the silicone prep bowls, the easy read measure cups. There's so many tools that make baking so much easier in the kitchen. Make sure to visit my website at www.pamperedchef.biz/eBrinster. Have a fantastic day. Until next time, from the Ponderosa to you.